Hey guys, this is Brian with River City Outdoors 85. I am here with the two reels that I just recently got in from Amazon. In my last video where I showed you guys the new Hellcat Revenge rods, I said I had a couple reels on the way for them, and that's what I got here. So right here I've got the Daiwa BG MQ 6000 and the Penn Battle 4 6000. The Daiwa BG MQ is going on the Hellcat Revenge Medium Heavy, and the Battle 4 is going on the Hellcat Revenge Heavy. I have two more of each of these reels. They are on the battles are on the heavy Hellcats that I have, and the MQs, BG MQs, are on the medium heavy Hellcats that I have. So since I'm integrating the Hellcat Revenge rods into the rest of the Hellcats, I chose to do the same reels on those as I was doing on the previous original Hellcat rods that I have. So go over some features of these reels right quick for you guys. I own three of the original Daiwa BGs. The BG MQ is a new iteration of that reel. The MQ part stands for monocoque, which means it has an all metal body. So there is no side plate bolted on. As you can see when I turn the reel over, you don't have a side plate on either side. So they can get by with making these reels a little bit smaller and a little bit lighter weight due to that. And Daiwas, as you can see, typically have a pretty deep spool, so for the size of the reel that they can hold quite a bit of line. Now what's noticeable is that because both of these reels are 6000s, you do notice that the pin's a little bigger. The pin is the traditional style construction. You do see the 4 screws holding the side plate on, so it is an all metal body, but it does have an all metal side plate on it as well. So you can see kind of how that reel is constructed. The size difference does make a difference in line capacity though. Where I'm fishing 25-pound Berkley big game on the Penn Battle 3s that I have, which are the same size as this Battle 4. So to give you a comparison in line capacity difference, the BG MQ will hold 163 yards of 25-pound Berkley big game, and the Battle 4 will hold 210 yards of that same line. So there is a 40-yard difference between these two. But for what I use the medium heavy Hellcats for, 163 yards of line is just fine in terms of overall line capacity and all that. So that's where we are with these. This is what's going on the new Hellcat Revenge rods that I just got in, and we're going to get those mounted to the rods soon and get them spooled up with some new line. Now, because this Battle 4 is going on my new Hellcat Revenge rod that is heavy, I'm going to be putting 65-pound Daiwa J-braid on that rod and reel combo, just like I have my other two heavy Hellcats set up as well. I don't have a conversion right in front of me as far as how much of that line goes on to this particular spool on the Battle 4, but I know, at least for Penn's advertisement, it says it'll hold 390 yards of 40-pound braid. So quick conversion, I mean, without being exact in my head, you're probably still going to have 300 yards of that braid on there, because it's essentially the same diameter as 17-pound test monofilament. I have done that conversion, and this reel, as you see, will hold 230 yards of 20-pound monofilament. So it's going to be really close to 300 yards as far as, you know, how much 65-pound J braid the Battle 4 will hold. I can, you know, give you guys some more exact information in terms of the line diameter conversions and capacities and all that stuff in a different video. I wanted to show you the new reels that came in and tell you what rods are going on and all that stuff, so you get an idea about what I'm using here. I've got 3 brands of spinning reels that I really like. I like Shimano's and Daiwas and Penns. Now, for my larger catfishing reels, excuse me, I prefer Daiwas and Penns, because when you get up into the 5,000 and 6,000 size, which is what I typically use for catfishing on my larger rods, Penn and Daiwa both do a great job of marketing, you know, very good quality reels in that size for the money. You know, you get a very good value with some of the reels like the BG series and the Battle series and the Penn Fierce series. And then with Daiwa, like the Eliminators are pretty good for that amount of money. And then they have, there's at least one other that I can not think of off the top of my head that's right around that price category also in a Daiwa. When you get into these size reels for, you know, heavy duty saltwater fishing or heavy duty freshwater fishing, when you get into Shimano's in this size category, they get really expensive really quick, because Shimano's are more expensive. So while I do like the smaller Shimano reels that are less expensive, I don't typically buy them in this size because they are you know, pretty steep on price. So for my bigger catfishing reels, I like Penns and Daiwas, and I've got a mixture of the 2 brands throughout my catfishing, my heavier duty catfishing rods. And I'll be, you know, showing you guys some of those in, you know, new and upcoming videos as well. So stay tuned for that. Brian at River City Outdoors 85 on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Thank you.